Ooh, that shook everything. Inside this bag is the Nintendo Switch 2. Nice. So I got the Mario Kart bundle at my GameStop just a couple of hours ago. I was actually kind of surprised because I was able to just walk into the GameStop, pick one up, and then just be like, hey, I want this one. And I was just able to pay for it. No pre-order, no nothing. And I also have a OLED Switch, just for comparison's sake. Right off the bat, I do want to say, this is a much smaller box. I think it's wider, that's for sure. But the box itself is noticeably more compact. But let's dive into it. And we're gonna switch to a top-down view. Switch to a top-down view. So here we have the Nintendo Switch 2 in all of its glory. That is a massive, massive console right there. Look at that. That's huge. The Joy-Con grip feels skinnier, if that makes sense. Wow, it is a lot larger, but it's not much heavier. Here's what it looks like in its dock. So in the box, you get the console and a pair of Joy-Con 2s, the dock, the Joy-Con 2 grip, 2 Joy-Con 2 wrist straps that include pads for mouse mode. Oh, it's the other way. And like the original Switch's wrist straps, they're still a bit confusing to put on. Huh? It also comes with a charging brick and cable, and an HDMI cable. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this Nintendo Switch 2 unboxing and setup video. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing. I'll definitely be making some more Nintendo Switch 2 content, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Like gameplay comparisons, like I'm going to be comparing Fortnite on the two systems, the differences in hardware, what's improved on the Nintendo Switch 2, and also I'll be talking about what's kind of a downgrade, because it's not all sunshines and rainbows over here, because if you have the OLED Switch, you are kind of downgrading in some aspects by going to the Switch 2. First impressions for the Nintendo Switch 2, it's bigger, like, get rid of the boxes. The box might be smaller, but the console itself is quite a lot bigger. And this is the first time I'm really like putting the two consoles side by side. Like even at the Nintendo Switch Experience, I was not able to get the two consoles side by side. And wow, it is a lot bigger. The Switch 2 does look, the Switch 2 does look a lot more grown up though, but this is just classic. The original Switch, well technically this is the OLED, but still the original Switch. The original Switch is just so iconic with those neon Joy-Cons, but these are a big step up. New kickstand. Neat. Oh, one thing I did want to try. They work backwards. They work upside down. Bruh. So yeah, I'll be trying out Mario Kart World on this Nintendo Switch, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So, well, subscribe I guess. Be awesome and stay techie. Bye! Push it up like Nintendo. Maybe I should pull it out of the Switch then. Ladies and gentlemen, bruh.